JARScast.
We're having fun here. Also, what was my first word?
Oops, I forgot.
I'm getting really nervous.
Okay, yeah, anyways, I hope you know that we've been recording for about 20 seconds now.
Oh my God.
So I'm just going to get right into it.
Okay.
Grind by day, JARScast by night. All day, all night. Gotta make at least 10K, bro.
That actually sounded great.
Yeah.
You have a really good announcer voice.
I tried my best.
You did. That was incredible.
Anyways,
What kind of bottled water do you?
Yeah, I was about to say, do you want to bring up the 10K part? I feel like people out of the loop would just be like, why do you say that?
Wait, what's... I don't even know what the 10K is.
Bro,
You're the one who brought it up.
What do you
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
Did he
I guess-
mention something about 10K, like making 10K a day?
What?
or
Okay,
something?
yeah, okay. Let's start from the beginning. So, for those who don't know, we are referencing the Twitter meme that has popped off lately of the morning routine guy, who uses the $5 bottled water and the really blue water,
Is it actually only $5?
but is per bottle.
Okay, yes. True.
So it is relatively quite expensive for water.
No,
Apparently,
okay, yeah.
apparently, it's sold out everywhere.
Yeah,
Ever
of course
since
it-
that
God.
meme.
Yeah, regardless of how much everyone clowns on it, it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the morning routine guy, and at one point he's doing podcast bro or finance bro,
Yeah, both actually.
Yapping to his
Podcast,
finance guy, being like, "We got to make at least 10K." And it's just 10K what, man? But yeah, it's just
I don't know why, but when you said that, I pictured the Costco guy, the older Costco guy.
oh, we're Costco guys, and we
Yeah.
like the hot dogs.
We bring the boom, 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 boom.
This is another meme. You look a little lost.
I need to watch if. I don't see now. I'm out of the loop now.
Yeah.
we gained one and lost another.
you don't know the Costco guys?
I am sorry.
It's they're probably even okay. This is I know I'm bringing up another thing, but I know you both know
my
it.
God.
You know Hawk Tour.
Yeah.
What? Okay. Yeah.
Oh God.
So they got popular around the same time, and they kind of followed the same popularity spike of it's a random thing on the internet that got popular. One sound clip got popular. They immediately were partnered and got deals with actual companies or media people and are just popular now. That the same thing happened to the Costco guys, except they're more wholesome because first of all, it's a family
Yeah,
instead of just
Yeah.
a college woman. But also they didn't get famous off of talking about spitting on penis.
Huh? Oh,
What do you think Hot Tour
Yeah.
is?
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
It took me. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so funny because there's this video out there of Jimmy Fallon interviewing the Costco guys.
Yeah.
And apparently he was acting like a real asshole during the whole thing.
Yeah, that
And
sounds
all
about
the-
right.
And all the comments are saying I hate you, Jimmy Fallon. I hate you. You better show respect to the Costco guys.
Yeah, I mean that happens a lot whenever internet famous people go onto old media. The old media people are like, look at these internet guys. Can't compare to me, the TV man. And then you look at their ratings. It's nobody fucking watches TV anymore.
Yeah.
So it's what is your pedestal, man?
I need to see
These
Pippa-
two
I
people
need-
are more popular than you are.
I need to see Pippa on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh my God.
That a lot of bad things would happen.
Yeah, true.
I mean, wasn't there? I think it was Doki mentioned that she got approached by a Canadian political party,
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
I feel like I remember that.
and she was like,
No.
and she was like, it was
No.
supposedly it was one of the two major political parties.
That's
Was
crazy.
it the good one or the bad one?
Yes.
I don't know
She
anything
won't
about
say,
Canadian.
Probably for good reason.
Yeah,
But
clearly.
oh my God.
Yeah.
We
VTuber sweep.
have we won or have we gone too far?
It's kind of crazy because I keep forgetting that she's from Canada because she kind of has a Dubro Californian accent.
Dude, most VTubers are from Canada. If you
No.
think
What?
if you are assuming that most popular VTubers who are North American coded, half of them are from Canada.
That's interesting. I wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I guess I can think of
But yeah, a lot of them are. I will not name them for reasons I need not explain.
Yeah.
I can tell you afterwards.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I can think of quite a few. I'm just thinking, like, why is that the case? Are these people that were? I mean, is it? I'm trying to think because a lot of those people that you're probably thinking of are part of corporations.
Yeah.
And
Not just
corporations, companies, or like VTuber agencies or whatever.
but also indies.
But really, is it even a disproportionate number of indies or also
A disproportionate number of like popular indies.
That
Like
is-
just by sheer numbers, yes, there's more North
Interesting.
American, but like
dude, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Americans are just too much of an asshole.
Maybe.
maybe
Maybe we're too.
Dude, I don't
know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe we're too politics minded and like
So
I don't know.
sad.
Maybe
I don't know.
We can't be wholesome. We're just too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Too angry.
we're too mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Dude,
not
we have
wholesome.
we have a Twitch brain. Like, we've already been corrupted.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
I use YouTube mostly. I hate Twitch so bad.
Really?
It eats up so much of my phone's like if I'm like driving and listening to a VTuber stream, it eats up so much data.
Okay. Well,
yeah, if you
Yeah.
want to get into hating on Twitch, I could go all day. I despise
all
Twitch.
day, all
Yeah,
night.
yeah. All day, all night.
But yeah, I hate Twitch's like I don't like the UI of the app or the
Mhm.
I mean the browser version is a little bit better.
The desktop.
I actually liked their desktop
I
app.
like their desktop.
I like their
version,
app.
and then
they got rid of it for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would do that. I guess it was
I was actually watching quite a few Twitch VTubers for a while, and then they got rid of the desktop, and so now it's like exactly 3 more steps for me to open Twitch, and now I just don't do that.
Wait,
Yeah.
they don't have a desktop
App.
App.
The
Oh.
yeah, you know how,
desktop
so like you know how
application.
Discord has both like the in browser and also just like a separate application. Twitch had that, not anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
They
That's
they
interesting.
removed a feature. I don't know why. What was the logic in that?
I don't.
Yeah.
I would assume it was just because it was like too much. Somehow it was money being spent on like having that as like a server and then the browser stuff. I don't know.
I
Regardless, they didn't want it anymore, and so they got rid of it.
Okay.
I also hate that like hold on. There we go. But I also hate that when you open the Twitch app, it like does a TikTok thing where it's like,
I'm sorry. I didn't.
sorry.
Hello,
I'm,
Siri.
I'm sorry. But like I hate that it does like the TikTok thing where it's like
oh
on your
yeah,
phone. Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
it has a fucking Instagram Reels thing now.
Yeah,
What?
Twitch
yeah.
does.
Sorry,
Yeah,
what?
it has a YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels,
No.
TikTok thing.
How? What?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
No, I
it's
opened
over.
the app the other day to like
Dude,
check in on like
Twitch
the two,
has fallen. It has short
Yeah.
form
True,
content.
yeah.
which is
True.
just like the exact opposite of why people are on Twitch. Why would you ever watch Shorts on
This
Twitch?
really is the worst.
But
timeline.
it's not even that, but like it's kind of like TikTok, but it's like the TikTok live.
Yeah.
tab.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Where-
it's like live streams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Either way, it's
where it's
bullshit.
like where it's like zoomed in as fuck, and like you have to flip through it like
Yeah.
TikTok.
but
It's so
It's
weird.
the TikTokification of media,
Yeah, it's
it actually
awful.
is. But
and we're not even giving credit to Vine. But anyways,
I
Yeah.
think Crunchyroll.
that's because it was kind of good.
I think
Yeah,
Crunchyroll and Netflix are also making their TikTok competitors.
I'm gonna.
Crunchyroll?
yeah, where like they're posting like the Aura farming clips on like.
On
All
the
right.
official
That's it, guys.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna off myself.
I mean,
This
I
is-
don't.
are
I
you
don't
This is-
hearing it live. I'm gonna off myself.
Yeah.
This is why I allegedly don't pay for streaming platforms. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I
This is a work of fiction.
I pay
For
for
legal purposes,
This is a joke. I don't pay for your products. I pirate them for legal reasons. I am making funny.
This is a joke.
Haha,
This is a
joke.
Okay.
it's I pay for High Dive, and I mainly pay for High Dive just because it's not Sony. Like I want to at least like support a competitor, where it's like
What is High Dive owned by? or who?
I think it's some kind of smaller corporation. I thought it was owned by Amazon forever. And I googled it, and it's not. I was really surprised by
Yeah,
that.
I was about to say if it's owned by Amazon, I feel like you've
I
somehow
love
picked
to-
the worst of two evils.
I love to support small businesses like Amazon.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, about Twitch, I never liked their UI. I don't like the way the chat works. I just feel like it's like weird to interact with. But
Mhm.
most of all, people rip on YouTube for it, rightfully so. But
Mhm.
dear God, the ad situation on Twitch is so bad.
Yeah.
Like they have banners, they have like sidebar, they have like like when you go into a stream, you have to watch like
Yeah,
a 30-second one,
horrible.
and then interstitch, the ones within the Twitch streams are also really long,
Yeah.
and it's just like there's so many ads
Yeah. And
all over the place.
And it usually has no trouble loading the ads, but like for the live feed, it's like, oh, we're gonna slow everything down.
Oh yeah, it does do that. It's really funny because it's not that you're for like lower end, like if you're watching on your phone and you have low data or you have like a really bad computer.
Yeah.
It's not like YouTube and Twitch and all that can't load. Hang on, how do I put this? Whenever I'll tap into a past story of mine when I used to only have 10 gigabytes every month for my phone plan.
Oh God, those
So
were
I would
rough
watch
days.
YouTube videos on 144p and like as low of a quality as I possibly could set it so I could watch as many as I could.
Please be merciful.
Yeah, without going over.
Me when I deep fry.
Yeah. But the ads would always load at least 360p, and I'm like, stop! You're
Yeah.
ruining my data.
Me when I
It's
deep
doing-
fry my Fuamoko stream.
Yeah, but it's like doing that in Twitch, where it's like, it's not as if it is incapable of loading the streams in higher capacity. It just doesn't want to. But with the ads, of course they want to.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're just eating into your data, even if you
And-
want to set it lower.
And
It's evil.
Twitch always gives me 7 ads in a row.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah, I'm a hater.
I like
I'm
I
a
li-
hater.
I like YouTube's a lot better because if you're on your phone, it gives you a lot less ads. But if you're on
Dude,
TV,
if you're on YouTube TV, just give up.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
there's a lot on there, but thankfully I only watch on my phone, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
But-
by next stream, we're gonna be sued by both Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For,
Wait,
like-
let me check my email. Oh, a cease and desist.
Yeah,
I think
It's already over
it's
for us.
over. Dude.
yeah, we're making great first impression on here by saying fuck YouTube, fuck Twitch.
Yeah, I'm excited
Fuck
for
all
our
y'all.
partnership later on.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't watch the partners they create they sponsor anyways. They just look at numbers.
Well,
Yeah.
Twitch watches like the hot tub streamers. That's what they watch.
Well, it's not to review, it's just for fun.
Yeah.
For legal reasons, that was a joke. For legal reasons, all of this has been a joke.
True,
Haha,
true.
parody.
Please don't sue us.
Yeah.
We're being just funny little guys
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
internet.
throw the
We're just
parody
chill little guys, man.
throw the parody hashtag in there so they know.
Yeah. We're if you didn't know, this is us in real life. We're all 1 foot tall. We're all very
Yeah.
small,
we're all
harmless creatures.
yeah, we're all
so chill.
hobbits. We're recording this on the Shire right now.
Yeah, we're all. So if you're mean to us, then you're being a really big bully, and that's not
True.
nice.
True, you're bullying an
So
anime.
don't sue
It
us.
sounds like you're giving them motivation at this.
You're
point.
bullying cute anime characters online. That makes you
Oh
a
my
monster.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pretty true. But yeah. Anyways, enough about how did we even get started on this? Oh yeah, we gotta get at least 10K.
Hey.
We gotta get at least 10K.
But yeah, lots of funny memes have happened. But I feel like that is enough meme talk because we have a lot. We have to finish the list finally.
Yes.
This is we're
We have-
already on episode 2.
No, episode 3.
Or sorry, 3. God.
This is episode
Yeah,
3.
we're on
and we
episode
have-
3, and we still have like most of the list left. We have half of it left, even after getting rid of some that were like kind of I don't want to call them filler, but like kind of like subgenres.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're going to like speed run through the rest of these.
Mhm.
So
We got it. We can do
let's
this.
see, what is the
Okay,
first one
so
for today?
First, I'm gonna ask you, Delta.
Huh?
What is your horror?
Oh, did you just call me? You just
I'm
called
gonna
me.
ask. You called him out live on air.
No,
Delta.
I don't know if I can say that word. Whenever you say horror, very quickly, it sounds like a different word.
Oh my. Okay.
What
You know what?
what horror do you whores like?
Huh?
Okay.
Excuse me?
Excuse me. Whoa, whoa, buddy.
Anyways, my favorite horror, spooky anime, horror anime,
Horror.
is Wait. I'm gonna be real. I don't even have it pulled up. Catherine, you go first.
Oh, my favorite horror. So, yeah, I think my favorite horror is Devilman Crybaby. It's really, really good. It's like the first anime I watched from. Actually, that's a lie. But it really got me acquainted with Science Saru as a studio. I think they make some of the best animations out there right now.
What other stuff have they made?
They've made they made
They made the best animation. What else? Oh,
they made Keep Your Hands Off Izuken.
Oh,
That's a really-
Izokine?
Yeah.
Izokine?
Eizouken. They made fucking Lou Over the Wall. They made Ride Your Wave.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of other good stuff that I can't remember right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, they made the Heike story. Heike
Okay.
Monogatari.
Oh,
Yeah. They did an Adventure Time episode. They
Oh
did.
my
Wait,
God.
really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Food Chain.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
They also
I used to watch a lot of Adventure Time.
They also did a lot of shorts for Star Wars Visions, which I think is underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I really like Devilman Crybaby because it kind of tempts you in with like this sort of edgy.
Yeah, it's
super
like very edgy.
Yeah.
So, as a non-shonen watcher, you're gonna have to explain this one.
Well, it's not really a shonen.
Not shonen. Okay.
Yeah, it's like
what's the seinen?
Seinen.
Yeah,
it's
seinen.
very much a seinen.
Okay.
yeah,
Like Chainsaw Man,
Ed-
but like higher
yeah. I'd
edge.
I'd say it's
So
like
what is it?
Chainsaw Man but edgier.
Okay, I see.
It's basically about these two guys that go around hunting demons, and they go to all these different places like nightclubs and stuff. And I can't really say too much without spoiling it,
Okay, sure.
but it has like some of the darkest twists and turns I've ever seen in an anime. Like it gets fucked up, where it's like, oh my god, wow. But like it's, I think the animation is really what sticks out. It's from the creator of Cutie Honey and. God, what else has he made? Menzinger? Is that how you pronounce it? Manzinger? It's like a mecha.
Is it
anime.
Mazinger?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mazinger Z.
we have a Gundam friend who's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
into this.
Oh, okay,
Mm.
okay.
I
But
think they have sang the intro to it multiple times in front of us.
yeah, it's also kind of like a light yaoi if you like yaoi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. Okay, I
Sure.
found my answer. If you
Okay.
would like mine
Yeah.
now. So for horror, I put School Live.
Okay, fuck
Yeah,
you.
and I
That's a great one.
did you put this one?
I
too?
also put School
Okay,
Live.
well, you know what? Fair enough, because I definitely stole it from you because you're the one who showed me this anime.
Oh my god.
It is very good.
Mhm.
You know it better than I do, so I'll let you do all the explaining,
Why? Okay, bro. He steals my option.
and then I make you
And
do
then
all the work.
he makes me do all the work. What bullshit is this?
Well, if I get it wrong, then you get mad and explain it anyway.
Okay,
So
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. So, okay. So I'm going to spoil it because for me this feels like a spoiler because when I first watched this
Yeah,
anime,
the first
I had
episode.
zero idea of what I was getting myself
if
into.
you want a very, very good, and somehow wholesome and cute, but also very genuinely quite eerie and scary horror anime, please watch episode 1 of School Live before listening to this part. Okay, go.
Yes.
Okay, so when I watched it completely blind. I had literally no idea what I was getting into. The premise is that it is basically these 5 girls that
Mhm.
are trapped in their school and they're living out like a normal day life in a school. Like basically they have classes and whatnot, or a class, I guess, because the rest of the planet has been inundated by zombies. It's just down. Government gone. Other countries probably gone. And it's all zombies outside. They've boarded themselves up, and it's just following these 5 girls. One of them is the main character whose story you follow, and she is in complete denial to the point that much of the anime is animated in her point of view.
And she is fully like schizophrenic, like delusional,
Right.
picturing people who are very much not there.
Right.
Everything is just
and so like instead of showing like the classroom that has all broken windows, the desks all over the place,
there's no people in
they
there.
just show what she sees, and it's just all of her classmates there, and the classroom perfectly fine. She doesn't see everything around her, and you slowly discover. She basically slowly discovers, reality very slowly.
Yeah.
And there's 12 episodes, I think, for the anime, and then I highly encourage you to read the manga because they take it very far, and it's wonderful. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
And I love the characters. I love the story. It's everything, and it is one of those things I really enjoy watching characters break.
Jesus
And
Christ.
you will see this to be a running trend probably in
this
future
guy,
episodes.
This guy likes
Yeah.
his sadness a lot.
If you want me to really like an anime, make it sad. Make me want to be able to cry. And just like
But you said you haven't cried for an anime yet.
I have not.
Yeah.
And
and
this
he
is
still
not
searching.
this is
Yeah.
not like me being like, oh yeah, I'm a tough guy. I don't cry. No, this is like I want to cry and I feel it hurts me
Yeah.
very much. And I
Yeah.
want to be able to cry. I am simply unable to.
Yeah.
And so I will pay someone
Please
if they can
allow
find
me to experience
Yeah.
emotions.
No,
It's-
unironically. And so this is one of like when I see characters like break and like have these like dissonances between what they see, what they feel, what they experience versus reality, it is wonderful.
Yeah.
And this is one of those anime, not just for this character. Again, other major spoiler alert. Multiple characters are having this problem because their lives have been thrown into complete disarray. And so, as a coping mechanism, either they start off the series with this dissonance or they develop it through the series. And it's unclear whether or not they fix it by the end of it. I assume they do.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a slice of life with deep, terrible, dark elements.
Yeah, I really like it too. It's been a really long time since I've seen it, but I remember the first episode just really blew my mind. I really like how they don't just stop there at the first episode. Like they continue to kind of have this duality of, oh, here's this really sweet bubblegum anime daydream, and then there's like this horrible outside world that's full of dead and decay.
Right.
It's like a really, I was just thinking about it, but it's kind of like how we treat anime media, where it's like it's our escape while the world burns outside.
Right.
Like we get to watch cute girls do cute things while the world fucking burns or whatever.
And I'll mention just one thing really quickly. The one thing that's really amusing about this is that the intro changes for every episode.
Oh
yeah.
Right? So like episode, again, major spoiler. First like 3-4 episodes are so cheery and happy, and you slowly notice as the episodes progress, they get slowly darker, more reds, more oranges. There's a dog that's there in the thing, and major spoiler, that dog starts moving a lot slower than usual.
Oh
And
no.
then by the end of it, it's just kind of like painfully kind of like walking, and then you don't see it by the end of it.
Yeah.
Aw.
So yeah, it's something.
Yeah. Another spoiler, but I stopped around where the anime left off, or at least season 1. I think there's only one season, right? That's around where I stopped. I haven't read any of the manga after that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So-
We should. I think as long as you two are fine with it, we should do a lightning round of supernatural and sci-fi.
Okay.
And like very quickly saying both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can start us. Okay. So for my supernatural, I did Dawn to Dawn,
Same, yeah.
and then for my sci-fi, I did Doctor Stone.
Mm.
Dawn to
Alright.
Dawn is just quality all around. I have like literally no complaints about it. It is just a really, really solid anime that has come out within the last year.
Yeah.
A
A lot of cosplayers around.
Yeah, it's like the like I guess last core's like mainstream anime.
Yeah,
There's always
yeah,
one
yeah.
anime that's like the mainstream
Stands
one.
out, yeah.
It's kind of
Um,
like when Tokyo Ghoul Relate kicked
Yeah.
off. That's
Yeah, or
kinda
like My
reminds me of-
Hero
yeah.
or Chainsaw Man or
That
Yeah, yeah.
Demon Slayer,
Everyone's
that stuff.
dressing up as them and
Yeah.
trying to find their golden testicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
the balls, the golden balls.
and then Dr. Stone for my sci-fi one.
We already talked
Um,
about Dr. Stone.
We already did talked about we've talked about it, but
and soap.
yeah, we've talked about why I like it so much already. So
Mm.
reference episode I think 1 for that one,
No.
maybe 2.
It's 2.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mm.
reference episode 2. If you've not watched it and you're here for some reason, go watch that.
Yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
Okay.
What for you?
Oh, I did Don to Don as well, but my sci-fi was Ghost in the Shell standalone complex.
Oh.
I think it's really, really solid. I love pretty much any Ghost in the Shell media. I really like this one because it's so well animated and like every episode's like a new case that they work on. And each case is like very, very interesting. Like one that's about like a bank heist that's pulled off by all these like dudes that are like in their 80s and stuff. Like really, really interesting stuff. And I feel like that's one of the dubs I can actually watch and stand.
Yeah.
Like I think that the dub is done very well on that show.
Right.
Mm.
And Ghost in the Shell is also like a classic, right?
Yeah,
One of those
yeah.
Classic. I forget which like or not anime, or which Western movie it also inspired.
Fuck, I forgot.
Uh,
It's not Inception because that was Paprika.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's really, really awesome. Like, there's a lot of really cool fights and things too,
Right.
and every arc is really, really interesting. I also like this might be a bit,
Matrix.
huh?
Matrix.
Yeah, The Matrix.
Yeah.
It's I also think that like the newest Netflix show isn't too bad either, even though there's that really funny gif of like the guy jumping upstairs. Like you gotta look it up. It's really
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, I love Ghost in the Shell so much. And Standalone Complex is like something new every episode. That's like if you're big into crime, it's a definite must watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Okay.
for me, very quickly, Supernatural is no game, no life.
Yeah, yeah.
Supernatural
Yeah.
is an interesting.
Way of putting it.
Yeah,
Mm.
I can see it.
Right.
You know.
I was unsure about this one. I made sure that it was officially designated as a supernatural. It is,
yeah.
but it has supernatural elements, even though it's like, I guess, world building. But yeah, yeah. So it just it's good. I think we've actually already talked about it a
Yeah.
little bit.
We also
before.
have talked about this one. already.
Yeah.
It has very interesting world building. It has it's very similar isekai thing. They have a bunch of different kind of like human adjacent species running around.
I think I may have gotten you into a trend of saying something adjacency.
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think that might be my fault.
The one thing I'm really confused about though is like I've only seen the first episode,
Yeah.
and is it in a game world or is it like a world that's kind of separate? Like they're two worlds colliding.
Is a separate world.
Okay,
But
okay.
the rules of the world are
Game like.
game-like.
They're
Mm.
like very D&D
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
yeah. It's
Mm.
because the god of the new world, JK. The god that ascends the context and also not even spoilers.
This is like
spoilers?
no, this is like volume. This is episode 1. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, never
Context
mind.
is that a god has ascended, reestablished after like a gigantic civil war on this world.
Mm.
And-
Against like several different races
as,
of
like,
beings.
the 10 intelligent species
Yeah.
or whatever. And he's just like, okay, everyone stop fighting, and from now on, all conflict will be resolved through games, basically.
Mm.
Of which both parties have to agree to. It's like he finds it to be the epitome of fairness without like death.
Yeah.
Right.
I can agree with that. No war, only gaming.
Right. And then, but the thing is that like humans are just normal guys, and these other species have like
Some
other
can like
powers.
read your mind.
Yeah, they can read
Yeah,
your
yeah.
mind.
Like-
They can fly.
So
like
is it fair?
yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Shouts
But-
out to Brazil. Thank you for No Game, No Life.
Right.
Wait, yeah, what?
It's made by a Brazilian guy.
I think.
Yeah,
Oh.
Brazilian Japanese guy.
Yu Kamiya, right?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Cool.
Thank you,
and also-
Brazil.
Shiro, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite, character, one of those role models.
Mhm.
And then for sci-fi, Steins Gate.
Oh yeah.
which
solid.
is not really like I think a lot of people know Science. It's like has been like the top 10 anime or whatever
Yeah,
for a
something like
while.
that.
Basically, premise is guy accidentally invents. Okay, spoiler. A guy accidentally invents time travel and gets a run for his money by the government.
Mhm. The feds come after
The
him.
feds literally come after him. That's basically what it is, and it's up there. I mean, it has good romance. This is actually going to be a very hot take. We'll see how this goes.
Do tell.
I did not like the first half of Steins Gate first season.
Honestly,
Okay.
same.
I
Yeah.
liked the second half and season 2. And
Okay.
it's specifically that latter point. The fact that I like season 2 more than season 1 is actually the more contentious thing because
yeah.
almost everyone I have met liked season 1 better.
I
And
see.
the reason from what I've heard is because like you're seeing this growth pattern of this character.
Yeah.
But the problem with me, as I've said before, I like broken characters. And so season 2
Yeah.
is all about those broken MC because of the events of the first season.
I see.
And so I really like seeing this character evolve post-trauma, you could say, and deal with that on a psychological point of view alongside all the sci-fi elements that are there already, more than simply him just kind of stumbling around in the first season, trying to understand this device and also the reality of the world he already exists in.
Mhm.
Right.
In a human interaction sense, not only in a scientific sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I got 2 questions for you.
Mhm.
One, who is best girl?
Okay. In what way? In what capacity, sir?
Like, if you like, who is wife? Is it
No one is wife.
Who is
no? You don't like
this
any of
favorite
the
character? What's your favorite character?
My favorite. It depends. Okay, I like different
Okay.
characters for different reasons. I like all of them. I really
What is
like.
your favorite reason?
Mhm.
Okay, so like there is. I'll just tell you 3 of them. There are 3 main
Okay.
characters. There's
Okabe.
Okabe's that's the guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
There's like Mayuri, I think.
Oh yeah, Mayuri.
Mayuri is this almost Luna Lovegood like character.
Is that Tuturu?
Yeah.
Yeah, doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
I really like her personality,
Mhm.
Luna
Same.
Lovegood-esque character. That's a good description.
right? And I am biased because I also like Luna Lovegood.
Yeah.
Mhm. Who is
and-
Luna Lovegood?
It's
Harry
the
Potter.
Harry Potter series.
Oh yeah.
The strange girl. She's
a,
also my favorite character, by the way.
a little eccentric.
A little.
I don't
little.
remember shit about Harry Potter. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
That's fine.
It's not an anime. It doesn't matter.
Okay. True.
When is the Harry Potter anime remake coming out?
I think there is one.
Is there?
No, there's a like live action TV show.
No, there's
It's-
a live action TV show. I think there's also like a few episode anime. I
Really?
believe.
It's already out. It's called Little Witch Academia.
True.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
okay.
Witch Hat Atelier, fucking Mashal.
Yeah.
wait, true.
Yeah, the boy who lifted.
The boy who lifted.
Yeah.
There's that. And there's also like the cat girl, because cat girl.
Yes.
No explanation there. And then there's also
I forgot. Oh yeah, Cat Girl. I thought you were talking about the femboy.
Oh.
anyways. And then there's also Red Girl.
Oh yeah,
The
Dr.
Red
Pepper.
Girl.
the Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
And she is just she's supposed to be like the main love interest here. She has a very interesting personality, but I kind of prefer the other 2.
Oh yeah.
Probably Mayuri more than anyone else. If you
Yeah.
really had to pick, I'd probably pick Mayuri.
I really like Mayuri the best too.
But I'm not picking her in a romantic. I just like her personality.
Yeah.
I would not want to ship Mayuri with Okabe,
Right.
for the record,
Right.
or with anyone. She's good by herself.
Right. I think
Fair.
Dr. Pepper Girl is just a little bit too like low key, I think. I don't know.
Wait,
Explain.
Okabe?
Well, no, Dr. Pepper Girl, like she's just kind of like not
What's her name? Hold on.
Integral to the plot?
No, like I just like the bubbly, happy anime stuff
Kudis-
instead of like, oh, here's this.
Kurisu Makise.
Chris.
Dr. Pepper
no.
Girl.
Well, yeah.
Kurisu.
Kurisu.
I mean, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Isn't that just
Well, I mean, he calls
Chris.
her like Christina for some reason.
Christina? Christina.
Christina. Oh, yeah.
But my second question was, how do you feel about Freyren dethroning Steins Gate? Or wait?
No, it
Freyren
was
also
Full Metal.
on my list.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it dethroned Full Metal.
Oh yeah, it did dethrone Full Metal.
Yeah.
But if you had to pick one, which
Okay, so this kind of goes back to a previous conversation we had in the last episode that I really don't appreciate when people like go up to me and tell me you have to see this because it's so good it must be watched.
Same here,
Because
yeah.
if you put these unrealistic expectations on any anime, it is very likely that it will not reach those expectations that you have put into my head.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, FMB, I've only seen 5 episodes. It is a random 5 episodes. Or I think I've seen like the first 3 and then randomly episodes 20 to 25 backwards. Don't ask why. There's context to this.
Yeah.
But it is good.
Yeah.
I did like what I saw. But I cannot in good faith actually judge or critique it because I've just not seen it.
Right. Sorry.
Maybe I will see it. I just don't know.
Yeah.
So, but what I do feel is that the fan base for FMAB when this was happening, when Freyren was like when many anime were dethroning FMAB temporarily. What I did see on Mal and what was being talked about was that there was like this FMAB protection group basically that would go in to whatever anime was about to dethrone it.
And just like
or
one star,
dethroned it,
one star.
and spam 1 star. So you see like, for example, like Attack on Titan season 3 core whatever.
I remember that.
Temporarily dethroned it, and then it was spammed to smithereens by ones.
Yeah.
And then you see it on the ranking, like 2 or 3% of all votes were ones for some reason. It's not a 1.
It's literally just like the My Anime List Illuminati.
Right. Or like when Oshinoko came out, for example.
Yeah.
It was crazy. People went wild over it because it was like up by like 0.2 or 0.3 points.
Yeah.
And then the crowd came in, spammed it to smithereens, and then according to people, I've also not finished Oshinoko, but apparently the anime also dropped apparently, so it's like now like 40th place or something.
Yeah, I heard that too.
But it just kept happening. Freyren is unique because not only
it weathered the storm.
It weathered this. It protected itself. It even despite I've not looked at it now, but I'm sure it's like 4 or 5%, whatever ones or whatever.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter because the overwhelming judgment of the community was so
like
overwhelmingly
9, 10
positive
stars. Yeah.
that it just did not matter anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm happy because I don't like when things are fixed for the sake of being fixed. Right?
This
If
is the best
something-
because it has been the best, and that it will be the best because it is the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I don't like that at all. So the fact that something has taken it over, I'm glad. Because you want good anime to keep improving, right? Like, what is this nonsense of like you have to like have anime stagnant?
I
guess
am
it
very
just
similar
stands.
in that I will not watch things if people bother me to watch them, partially out of spite.
Yeah.
Like, I'll bring up like one of the most obvious ones, One Piece. I've begun watching it, but only after people have left me alone about watching it. I've just like slowly fallen into the content, the like One Piece content, and started watching the anime just like on my own.
Yeah.
Every time people ask me, I'm like, I'm delaying this by another few months because leave me alone.
For me, it was like Undertale and Danganronpa that did that. Like,
Yeah.
because like people around me kept telling me about it, and I was like, no.
Yeah, there's something so hateable about really popular media that like people are like, you have to play this, you have to watch this. I'm like, no, I don't want to.
Which is why ultimately I just don't end up seeing most big anime.
Yes.
I just don't see it. Like it's really funny because I'll recommend it to people.
Yeah.
And then not watch it myself. I recommended Death Note to so many people. I've never seen it.
So I've seen
I've
episode
seen the
one.
first episode. That is it.
Same.
It's I think I need to rewatch it because like people are like starting to say, the second half of Death Note ain't too bad.
What did he mean by this?
It's having a resurgence.
Never mind.
No, I get it. But like it's just like you know.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Well, we've spent plenty of time on those two. We still. Which one do you guys want to do next? I know you wanted to save one for last.
Yes. So we'll do. We
Okay,
can
slice
do
of
slice of life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead first on this one just because I have two. Because I literally couldn't. I tried very hard to pick, but I could not.
It's impossible sometimes.
So
Swear to
I
God.
put Lucky Star.
Thank God.
Nice. You
And
haven't finished it.
shut up.
Wait, actually,
I actually have.
Okay.
how do you
Okay.
forget that? That is like your personality.
No, I've told you I do not finish anime. I have a very bad habit of being like I don't want to finish it because then I'll have finished it. I don't want to do that. I like having. I like being in the process of watching
there's
things.
someone I think a Doctor Who reference
Oh.
randomly. He just like goes to a book and rips out the last page because it doesn't want it to end.
Literally,
Yeah.
right?
And that's you. That's just you.
No,
Yeah,
it really is.
I used to be like that a lot, but like I remember when you told me that, it was literally like it's like you told me the towers just fell. I was like,
Wow,
or like my dad told me that I was like adopted or something. I was
This is
like, wait
your
a second,
thing, man.
what?
You love Lucky Star. You haven't even finished it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
but I have.
I literally was
You don't
looking at
need
you
to.
like, really?
Yeah.
You don't need to finish it. It exists
Yeah,
within you.
you watched episode 1 and you're already hooked.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lucky Star. I mean, it's a classic for a reason. It's just peak cuteness, wholesomeness. Every episode is solid. And then I have it's Seiwayaki Kitsune Senko-san,
Oh,
Helpful
yeah, yeah.
Fox Senko.
Yeah.
Because it makes me feel a little bit less dead inside.
Aw.
I feel
I
slightly less
understand that.
alone,
Yeah.
and also it is very cute.
We've started to see a lot of these anime in Japan come out. Like Kobayashi. I think we've mentioned this actually.
Yeah,
Kobayashi and Senko.
sad mid-30s.
Yeah. Because
depressed
it's that
office worker.
same generation of people from like the millennial generation,
Yeah.
basically,
Mhm.
or in Japan would be like Satori Seidai or whatever.
yeah.
Where like they're just kind of very sad in business jobs and they need comfort, and so there's like a demographic that's being fulfilled here by having anime directed towards that audience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
even though I'm not technically a part of
Don't
that,
worry,
I feel
you
it.
are growing.
Yeah,
into
yeah.
Yeah, I wish I wasn't.
You are growing. It's like the same way that like SpongeBob is like an American anime. We grow from being kids loving SpongeBob to Squidward being
Yeah.
a jaded working adult.
Get ready,
At first
buddy.
I was like, "Oh, Senko's so cute," and now I'm like, "Oh man, that guy's literally me."
get ready, buddy. Life's about to get a lot darker.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, that was mine. Whoever
Okay.
wants to go.
I'll go.
Jun.
Slice of life. I put Bochi the Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why?
I will say I put this one in my music category, but we're not
Oh.
doing music category.
We're not doing music category.
You guys want to just like say your music one real quick, just like off the cuff, and just move on immediately?
Yeah, yeah.
What's your music?
K-On.
Okay, what's your music?
Your Lie in April.
Okay. Back to Bochi, Slice
Back
of
to
Life.
Bochi. Great. Okay.
Yeah.
So Bochi is just very introverted girls, high social anxiety, highest possible social anxiety, and she just like reaches for the guitar and tries to make friends by having a band, and she succeeds, and it's really wholesome. She just kind of goes,
Finally.
dude, wholesome. Dude, she's me for real, no
My
cap.
favorite
Yeah,
part
yeah.
of Bochi is when they put her in Blender and threw her into a bunch of squares
Wait,
No,
does that actually happen? I haven't watched it yet.
in the anime. Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, they pull out like random silly
Internal thoughts, basically.
yeah, silly animation like skit
Mhm.
parody clips of itself, where it will like
Mm.
pull out like, for instance, literally Bochi animated in Blender like T-posing, and then her being thrown into a wall
That's
as like her
hilarious.
internal state of being like
Wait, is it 3D animated?
just that like
Just
2
that-
second
Oh,
clip. Everything else
oh.
is normal.
That's
Right.
hilarious. I
It's
love
like
that.
They'll
like-
also like randomly have like a live action component for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But like deep fry the hell out of it.
Yeah, it's like it's essentially memeing itself
yeah, yeah.
within the
It's
show.
wonderful.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. So and then after the anime, I proceeded to read the manga, watch the movie, which was just a recap of the anime, but I did not complain.
Yes.
It was wonderful.
Mhm. Mine is Dragon Maid. I really love Miss
Oh,
Kobayashi's Dragon
yeah.
Maid.
We've also
I-
mentioned that.
Yeah.
I've been reading the manga recently. I just like found it for relatively cheap, and I was like, you know what, this is a classic. I've actually not seen this.
Wait,
I might as well.
have we already talked about Slice of Life? I'm getting a lot of deja vu.
No, we've just mentioned a lot of these animes
Oh yeah,
in the past couple
But-
episodes.
but like I really love Dragon Maid because like I feel like I'm not even sure how this works, but like I feel like I'm so comforted by every character in it.
yes,
Like they're all very familiar to my brain. It's almost like seeing your friends again. It's almost like Persona, where
Dude,
it's
they're,
like
they're your comfort characters.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
You know why we mentioned Dragon Maid before? Is because
Why?
it was like, which anime would you want to live in?
oh, we did, yeah,
And
yeah.
I
And I
told
Yeah,
said-
that was
male
you,
lesbian.
and we're
And-
like, dude, you would die.
and then I said I'd be like a Japanese lesbian.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But he wouldn't die from being Kobayashi, though, right?
Well, if he became Kobayashi, I guess so. But like, if
If he
If
became
you
one
wa-
of the dragons, maybe.
yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
we're talking about like fake anime world physics. Like if you brought a real person into Bocchi, maybe not Bocchi, but like even like a comedy anime, like
Mm.
random example, Heaven's Lost Property.
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
That
my
man
God.
dies,
No, yeah, that guy dies multiple times.
but he's fine because
Well-
it was just funny.
What's the fucking this is like an ancient anime, but what's the anime that has the girl that and she has like a club that she kills the guy over and
Oh,
over
I
again?
know what you're thinking.
The
of.
one where she goes like pee 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 pee
Yeah,
pee,
yeah,
pee,
yeah.
pee, pee. It's like Death Angel, whatever, and she has the
Yeah.
blue hair. Dude, that was I think unironically one of the first anime I ever watched, and it's
Yeah.
just from like really shitty YouTube clips.
It's so funny because I think that like
Ah.
one of my friends showed it to me forever ago, and that's like so distant in my
yeah,
brain.
that's what you would go through, except you couldn't just be revived.
Yeah.
you would just die.
Yeah, but we were also talking about I'm not sure if we mentioned this, but like the fight scenes in Dragon Maid are also super well
Yeah.
made.
I
Dude,
think
true.
specifically, Dragon Maid first season was very good,
Mm.
and I think it introduced the cast very well. Dragon Maid season 2 was really nice. I think it was. It's
Mm.
very rare that you can say that like frequently you see that like season 1
Season
is
2
only-
fell off, or
Season-
like
it's
season
so
1
com-
was really slow.
Season 2
Yeah.
was so good.
Yeah.
It was like unequivocally like so much better.
Yeah,
than
yeah.
Season 1. It was like I was shocked.
which
I
is
was like,
saying something because season 1 was really good.
Yeah.
Season 1 was exactly.
Yeah.
And it was like so much better character development, so much more world building.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
much more deep interpersonal communication that was shown on display for people to see. It was wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. It does get really into character development, like the new character Ilulu. I feel like they built up her backstory
Yeah,
really well. It made me feel like sad for her. I was like, oh man.
yeah.
Yeah. And the art style is just like I love the art style of Dragon Maid so well. Like
Yeah.
it's just such like there's so much detail in the eyes and the
Right,
hair.
yeah.
I
and
really like the
everything. Yeah.
manga art style, especially too.
Yeah, yeah.
just because that's what I've been reading.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
anyways,
yeah,
we're
incredible.
gonna do. We
Psych.
still have thriller.
Psych.
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 Psychological.
Oh, did you want to do psychological?
Did you remove it?
I did, but we can do it anyway. We can just touch on it real quick.
Yeah, I want to talk about
Okay,
it.
let's do it.
So psychological, I had Promised Neverland.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No.
The anime.
Yeah.
This season 1's great.
Oh, yeah. Season 1 is great.
Season 1 was
Have you watched season 2?
Yes, I have seen season 2.
Okay, and it's still on the list.
It is still on the list.
I think they're
Okay.
two different entities to me.
I think I'm referring to specifically season 1.
Mm-hmm.
If that
Okay.
is allowable.
No, no. I'd rather you refer to both. You can be the villain again.
I don't want I can't defend season 2.
Okay.
Season 2 I think was good until like they rushed like the last episode. It was like crazy how bad that was.
Yeah, yeah.
I liked what they did, like the solution they found basically, but they could have done that better. But what I was referring to is season 1 basically. And you know this is a spoiler. Basically they're raising children on a farm for consumption. It is cannibalism, the anime. Or sorry, not cannibalism, sorry, it's just human carnivorism, the anime.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, repeating previous statements, People break, characters break, and
Yeah.
they're losing their fucking minds, and it's wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Next.
I wonder if you're gonna slowly break both of our minds over the span of this podcast, or if we're just gonna be broken by the end. We're gonna be broken men.
I will try my best.
Oh no. Okay, you want to?
But
Go ahead.
easy. My favorite psychological is Monogatari.
Yeah,
I think it's
fair.
really, really awesome. I think my favorite arc is Kizu Monogatari because, like, I feel like the animation is so well done, and specifically that one, it has like the most distinct art style, and like the fight between Araragi and Shinobu is so well animated. It's like when I think of like peak animation, that's what I think of is like the fight between those two.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do mine. I literally had to look up psychological anime because I didn't have one because this is like probably my least watched genre.
I love psychological.
And honestly, I kind of forgot that I watched this. But it hit me very hard because my God, is this anime something? Welcome to the NHK.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, what an anime.
Yeah.
I watched it, I guess relatively recent, like probably 2 years ago ish, and I just had to like think about life for a while.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it was just a lot to take in.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna quickly change my answer to psychological.
To-
Made in Abyss.
Oh yeah, good.
Oh,
good.
yeah, that's fair.
That yeah.
Is it your favorite for the psychological aspect?
Okay. Saying this is a general like warning. I actually really don't like picking favorites. These are all these anime that I've basically chosen are just like really good anime that I enjoy within that genre.
Yeah.
To say something is my favorite, I would break down as a character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would also agree. None of these are like I wouldn't be able to say if these are my favorite or not. Partially because I'm very good at forgetting the things I've watched.
Yeah.
But also just because, I'm just picking things that have an aspect to them that stuck out to me
Yeah.
in a particular way that others
yeah,
did not.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
necessarily because it's better or worse.
You've seen Welcome to the NHK, right, Jun? I'm surprised you didn't cry during like the cult thing where he joins that
Spoilers.
cult on the island.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Anyways.
Flash spoiler on the screen editor.
Wait, sure.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do so many of those. Okay.
But
yeah, I don't know. I've seen there's a lot of psychological very sad scenes.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you what. I watched through Clannad season 1 and 2, and it hurt me. Someone like ripped into my chest, grabbed my heart, crushed it, and I was just like, I was empty on the inside.
yeah.
But I couldn't do it.
Even though I know the ending of After Story, I'm still kind of scared to start that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't watch a lot of this stuff. That's
Mhm.
probably the like most intense anime I've
Yeah.
ever watched, for lack of better words.
I also think that Welcome to the NHK has like the best opening ever puzzle.
It's great.
That's
yeah,
an
that's true.
amazing song. But yeah, Made in Abyss, I really like Made in Abyss too. I feel like
brilliant
it's
world building.
yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like it's the favorite anime that I'll never ever watch again because it's just so it freaks
right.
freaks me out so bad.
Yeah.
Like spoilers again, but the arm scene,
Yeah.
that fucked me up beyond
Yeah.
belief.
I mean-
I really want to watch it because I love the world building has been described to me and it sounds wonderful. But I have to get
Dude,
through the sad,
You can
scary
play-
parts.
You can
Yeah.
do the world building without the sad,
Oh,
sad,
God.
scary parts by just joining the Made in Abyss Minecraft server.
Oh my god, what?
they just built it in Minecraft, and it's just
Yeah.
a gigantic hole.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so it's just great world building. Yes, psychological elements. Arm breaking scene, wonderful.
That's
Dude,
horrible.
They're
It's so
crying
gross.
so hard. They like again spoilers. They almost die, dude, multiple times. And yeah, great. Woo.
Yeah, I'm the opposite of you. I cry very easily, and when
Same,
people are
yeah.
in pain, I'm like, I almost feel the pain, and that makes me want to like punch things and break my computer screen so I don't have to watch it anymore.
Yeah.
We are polar opposites in that manner.
I mean,
And I think that is funny.
yeah, Welcome to the AHK also made me cry that one time.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Wait,
Alright.
yeah.
To Thriller. I'll start this
What
one.
about Mystery?
That's
Well,
last.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For a reason. Anyways, Thriller. I mentioned this earlier. I mentioned an anime, then I was like, I didn't. Then I took it off for reasons. Shingeki no Kyojin. Attack on Titan.
Okay.
Oh.
For Thriller. It was in my mecha
Yeah, I was
as a
about to say,
meme.
isn't it your mecha
I
anime?
I put it as my mecha for the meme,
That was
but
the
then I
one-
made it to Thriller, and I was like, wait, I don't watch Thriller anime either. Wait, I guess this one counts.
That's the one rule I put is like no repeats, but
That's why I took it off.
okay.
I put Gurren Lagann for
Gurren
mecha.
Lagann. Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
That's why I took off. Yeah. It's just like, this is one of those anime that I'm like, it's really dark and it has tropes, but like I would feel relatively safe recommending this to a newbie anime fan.
Mm.
Not a newbie like media fan, because it is very intense. But
Mm.
if someone is like really into movies and like Western media and is like, you talk about anime a lot. What anime do you think I should watch? I'd be like, it's intense. Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Also because it's just so available.
Yeah, and it's a nice. It has everything, right?
Yeah.
World building, story, plot line,
Yeah.
great character. It has everything. I mean, you could probably put it in a
Yeah.
lot of these.
Yeah.
For like a while, I was like an Attack on Titan hater, but
Yeah.
like after watching season 2 and season 3, if I recall, I was like totally
Which season 3?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's season 4 is
season
the one
4,
that's
sorry.
insane.
yeah, but like
Yeah, season 4, part 1, 2, 3, part 3,
Part
first
one,
half.
part one.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
after watching pretty much anything past season 1, I was really into like
Yeah, I think season 2 was like my favorite,
right.
just like in general. But season 1 is like special to me because this is going to be kind of a random thing. I really like playing like really long RPGs and like games, or like watching really long shows and then like rewatching the first few episodes just to be like how far we have come. Attack on Titan is really, really good at connecting episode 1 and all the rest of them.
Sure.
It's all perfectly interconnected.
Yeah.
Man, planned it from the start.
Mhm.
So watching episode 1 after watching everything else is like, this is insane.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyways, moving on.
For my thriller, it was give it full name, EF, A Tale of Memories.
Never heard of this.
Yeah,
No.
most people have not heard of this. This is ancient ass anime, like 2007. And
Ancient.
ancient, dude. What it is it's following several vignettes.
Mm.
And it is basically about this. It follows like two couples essentially. One of them has severe abandonment issues.
Oh,
Severe, very
Yeah.
severe. The other one forgets her memory, I think, like every week or so or something.
Mm.
I feel like I've heard
Oh,
of
I've-
that.
No,
I-
though every
I've
week
seen
or so
one
you probably
episode of
know because there's a
this.
more recent variant of that, Ishukan Friends.
Oh.
Friends for a week. I actually did
Oh.
not like that.
But the art style was so cute.
It was very cute. It was uneventful.
Oh.
That was actually a slice of life.
I've actually seen the first episode of this anime that you're talking
Oh,
about.
really?
It's a very, very beautiful anime.
Yes. Yeah. It's a very nice anime. It's a Shaft anime.
Yeah.
It's a classic big eye.
Yeah.
anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's from that generation, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So, so one of them forgets her memory. One of them has abandonment issues, and it was actually based on a story from this anime about I think the person who forgets her memory. She wrote like a story in the anime, and I took that idea that she had and I
Right.
ran with it, and then I basically I really liked this anime and I basically ran with it, and I wrote like 80 some pages of poetic content, and it was just like this fucking book I wrote
Yeah.
inspired by this anime. It was I don't know, this was me 10th grade. I was just like, oh my god, I fucking love this thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a really good one. I need to finish it. But I think that my favorite thriller is Fate Zero. I think,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah, that's thriller.
like
That counts.
I think that it's one of my like Fate's one of my favorite franchises,
Yum.
and I think that Zero is my favorite over Unlimited Blade Works because I really love the main character more than Shiro, because I feel like he's so much more of like a fucked up person, where it's like, like he's fucked up and but also kind of morally gray at the same time, where he does like a lot of evil shit.
Yum.
Where you're like, bro,
Dude.
yeah, and I think it really stuck with me. It's also from the creator of Madoka
Mm,
and Song of Saya, so you know it's like real
Yeah.
like fucked up, yeah. But it's I think it's the one that stuck with me the most out of the Fate franchise. I also really love Heaven's Feel also though.
Yum.
But like I think that I can't really say too much without getting into spoilers, and plus my memory's a little fuzzy on it because it was so long ago. But like it's incredible. Mm.
Shall we go on to mystery?
Yeah, mystery.
Okay, I'll start, I guess. Where is this at again? Mystery.
You want the
Mystery,
send off for
mystery,
mystery, huh?
mystery.
I want the last one.
Oh, yeah. I put Inspector.
Oh.
I really like Inspector.
Right, okay.
Inspector
It's-
Gadget.
No.
Oh,
No.
my God.
In semicolon Spectre spelled like a ghost Spectre. Spectre.
Oh.
Yeah, when it first came out and after it came out, I mostly saw like people hating on the show online.
Really? No, it's
Yeah.
no, it was.
I
it
saw
was,
a lot of
It was because it didn't follow the manga. Or like basically the pacing was like really bad.
yeah.
Everyone loved the manga. I actually also like, first of all, I liked Inspector a lot too.
Yeah.
But mostly because of the heroine's character and design.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Loved it.
I also
Yeah,
am
Her
mostly
design is
She's
wonderful.
super cute.
yeah, I also mostly liked it because of her character. But I also did like the main character because once again, they weren't a blank slate nobody.
You're right.
They had first of all, they started off as a fairly blank slate nobody. But
Right.
as you get further in, it's like, oh hey, this is an actual interesting person who is in this story for a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
I really love
But
this
yeah.
purple hair chick.
Oh
Yeah. I saw her in this picture up here, and I was like, oh, I gotta look up who that is.
Just like the promo art.
Oh,
Yeah.
on-
yeah.
Was it
Mhm.
Netflix?
Uh,
Crunchyroll?
oh, this is a Annie list.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell from over here. But yeah, I just think it's really solid,
Mm-hmm.
and it's vaguely similar to ghost stories occasionally, and I find that very funny. Anyways,
My favorite not thriller mystery
Yeah.
is Higurashi When They Cry. I haven't finished Kai yet, but I really liked the first season.
yeah,
And it took me years and years and years because I knew about it all the way back in like maybe high school or middle school. But the thing that I hate the most is watching cute things die.
Yeah.
So like I held off on it forever. But I watched it because I was like, oh, I might as well watch it. And just like all the twists and turns were so like I was like almost addictive. It was almost like gambling where I was like, I want to see what happens next.
Right, yeah.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is going on in this town?
yeah.
And like even though I did close my eyes for a lot of it just to be like, no.
Wait,
No.
now that you say that, I should have put JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4. It's my
Oh,
favorite.
Oh,
mystery.
yeah.
my God.
Yeah. Anyways,
But
Sorry.
yeah, like I just find it really really engaging, and it's really interesting because like it kind of gives you like the happy village life and also like, oh, here's the fucked up evil village life. Because like
Yeah.
every episode will start really happy, and then like they're like, oh, we're getting back to fucked up stuff now though.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right. And so
Are you
then
ready?
we have the last one.
yeah.
So my mystery fave is ghost stories.
Ha ha.
Ha 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 ha. And so that also now leads me to our question of the day.
Okay.
That's it.
You're just gonna move on.
No, well, I'm not moving on because
Okay.
that is a great leeway into that because
Okay.
our question of the day is: are some dubs good?
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts on dubs, and can they be better?
The answer is yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of Ghost
Stories
Stories.
sub was so mid.
It was mid
bottom
at
tier
best.
anime.
It was
Yeah.
it was C tier filler. I have nothing else to watch anime.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
dub,
The dub
is-
is incredible.
it is
I
a,
cannot
it is a
describe
classic in
what
anime
they
culture.
did. For those who don't know, somehow, is that they basically were dubbing it properly, and then after a few episodes, they were basically given the green light to do whatever they wanted on set.
Yeah,
Say
the anime-
whatever they wanted.
Yeah, the anime was so mid and no one cared about it. So it was like, just do whatever, just get it out, get
Yeah.
it out of the production,
It's-
make it a thing.
And-
It's so funny because like the people that did Ghost Stories also made another one called Super Milk Chan, but it's extremely hard to find this
What?
specific dub of it.
Oh,
It's not like a weird thing. It's like this like chibi girl character,
yeah.
but you have to find like a very specific dub that's like the fucked up funny dub.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because like apparently the serious dub is boring beyond belief.
Yeah.
But like if you watch the funny dub, it's like just as funny as Ghost Stories apparently.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it's not even important to explain the plot or significance of Ghost Stories. It doesn't matter. They're
You can-
just
you can-
really
you know.
funny.
You don't need. There's no overarching thing. Just pick an episode. Ideally, any episode after like 10, because that's like the point where they like just
They
really
like
just
fully
go
just
off
don't
the
care.
rails.
Yeah.
And-
Chances are you have all heard a clip from Ghost Stories at some point in your life. You just don't realize that's
And
what it's from.
This is like 2005 humor. Fair warning.
Oh,
So
yeah. No, it's strong.
it is very strong. This is Bush's America humor.
Yeah. Can't watch this with your family
Yeah, this ain't
unless
no
your family is really.
This ain't
interesting.
this ain't no Obama era anime.
This is pre-Obama America,
I wanted
probably,
to,
right?
I wanted,
yeah,
I wanted to quote the show just to be funny, but I can only remember the racist jokes.
yeah. No, I keep thinking like, what's a popular clip that I could be like, you've probably heard this one. Oh wait, no, I can't say that.
Yeah, I can only remember the racist or homophobic jokes, and I can't say
Yeah,
them.
no, they're all bad, and that's
They're
what makes
all
them so good.
terrible. I think the only one I can think of is when they run into a police not office. What do you call those?
Station.
Station. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
A police station, and it's like, drop the donut. We have a real emergency.
Yeah, no, it's powerful the whole way through. It does
Yeah.
not stop,
Yeah.
It is wild. It's
and
fantastic.
it gets better over
So-
time.
It's
Yeah.
legendary.
But yeah, I guess the short answer is yes because Ghost Stories. The long answer for can dubs be better than subs?
Yes,
Um,
sometimes, but the sub has to really suck for it.
Yeah,
In general.
either
Yeah.
the sub has to really suck, or for one reason or another. And I have an example of this:
Mhm.
American accents or American characters are in the anime.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll just start with the example. My Hero Academia. Sub is
Yes,
great.
yes.
Sub is good, really good. I prefer Midoriya's voice in sub. However, All Might in English is perfect.
Mhm.
I like him so much better in English.
Yeah, same.
Because it's a
'cause he's-
superhero meant to be
yeah.
in English.
Not only that, but also Dragon Ball. Both are great.
Yeah.
I like sub Dragon Ball,
Yeah.
but nothing beats what's his name?
What-
I will find it. The voice actor for Goku.
I have no idea.
It's not Seth. It's like an S.
It's not Steve Bloom.
No.
No.
Sean Schemmel.
Yeah, Sean
Schimmel.
Schimmel. Yeah, dude, he's perfect.
Yeah, I really
Dude,
love
the,
his voice.
The comparison between there's a movie where he goes like, "I will not let you destroy my world," and it's like a very popular clip.
Yeah.
And in Japanese, it's like, oh yeah, he like yells and he flies up. But in dub, it is like
There's
powerful.
power.
Yeah.
There is strength behind his screams
Yeah.
like no other.
Yeah,
And also Frieza in dub is very funny.
I feel like I can handle dubs when they're just talking normally and not in the anime speak.
Yeah. A lot of like modern or like dubs and like slice of life or like
Mhm.
romance. There's something about it that just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, like I think the worst dub I've ever heard is the dub for Watamote. I only seen the trailer for it, but like I remember the voice for the main character being so fucking awful. Where I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god, and every comment was saying, how is this so fucking bad?
Yeah, I think it works best with like very like stereotypical basic shonen.
Yeah.
Like June and I were watching Heaven's Lost Property the other day,
Oh
and
my god.
that is an episode. That is like probably first 5 anime I've ever watched. Your first anime or second?
My second anime.
So we both watched it a long time ago. Back when I watched it, I didn't know Japanese. I didn't like understand what anime was yet.
Yeah,
so I was like,
yeah.
I'm going to watch it in English because I speak English, obviously. And my God, is the main character. Well, first of all, the main character's voice in both versions is like kind of annoying, probably on purpose. But like, oh my God, he is so annoying in the dub. He reminds me of Naruto, who I find also very annoying in the
Yeah,
dub.
I hate
Dub
hate
Naruto is
believe it.
props to the voice actor. It's probably not their fault, but God, it's so annoying.
Yeah, I think that like whenever they do the scream talk, I
Yeah.
can't do it. Or if they're trying to do the kawaii anime girl voice.
Yeah.
I just
There's something
can't
about it
handle
that just doesn't sound right in English, and that's probably just because I speak English.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think someone was just someone said this on Twitter. I very much disagree with it, but they said the only reason you don't like dubs is because it makes you acknowledge the anime as cringy. And I was like, I feel like I very much disagree with that.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I think I understand Japanese and English, hopefully,
Mm.
pretty well. At
I
this
think
point.
you're better at Japanese sometimes.
Shut up. But I don't know. I don't think it's particular. I mean, it's definitely a voice. It's not a normal voice. You would not
Yeah,
talk like
in
an
both
anime
versions,
character.
they are indeed playing it up.
Yeah.
But I think the way that it's typically dubbed in English is more, I hate this word, cartoony.
Yeah.
Mm.
And because they've drawn that is what people are familiar with,
Mhm.
and they've borrowed that and superimposed that on anime. And I feel like, frankly, anime just needs its own sort of anime voice. You can't just borrow, Cartoon Network
Yeah,
and
yeah.
put it in your Dragon Ball dubs or whatever.
Yeah, this is why I think like basic shonen tend to get things right, is because
they actually are cartoony
Yeah.
to some extent.
Yeah, yeah.
so, part of it is that they are cartoony, but another part of it is that in general, like cartoon voices tend to be like kiddie or like
Yeah.
high pitched or
Yeah.
like silly, whereas in like Dragon Ball and not Naruto and like Demon Slayer and stuff, most of the characters are like consistently fairly serious and like deep voice and that sort of thing,
Mhm,
and they're always
yeah.
like fighting, so it's always kind of intense. So I feel like they tend to just like fall into a different category of voice acting,
Yeah.
Right.
like what you're describing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our question,
Mm.
and I would say that we have finally, after 3.5 episodes of recording, we've gotten through the first topic, which is top anime list.
Now we
After
sort of.
removing like
Now we-
After
multiple-
removing a couple too.
I'm scared though. Now we have to actually be creative.
Yeah, now we have to like be interesting and come up with new ideas,
yeah.
which you will all see on the next episode of JARScast.
Next episode, we're just gonna do the same list over again, but with movies this time.
Yeah.
With
Oh
anime
my
movies.
God.
Yeah, top 10 Studio Ghibli movies.
Oh,
Number
yeah.
1 might surprise you.
clickbait. Okay.
Welcome to Watch Jars.
no.
This is going to be our
What?
top 10 list of our favorite Studio Ghibli movies.
Number 1, Ponyo.
Number 1, Spirited Away. Spirited Away is a movie released in just like AI slop.
And so I repeat my first statement from the beginning of this podcast. I'm going to off myself.
No.
Wait, is that actually how we started the podcast off?
We get somewhere in the
No, we started it off by ripping off another
Oh, yeah.
podcast and then mentioning I got to make at least 10K.
Yeah, Joe Rogan and the Ice Wire guy.
You weren't supposed to say his name. Now people are going to know who we stole from. The
Joe
point
Rogan
is that
podcast.
No.
All day, all night.
yeah, so this was the Joe Rogan experience. Thank you all for coming.
Yeah.
See you again next time
We
when
will
we
be
talk
We will be
to other
creative next
people while being
episode.
bald. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.